Hello there, it's Em. This is the first Mug Monday news and reviews. Basically every Monday I'm going to have a mug in my hand. I'm going to review either a nice coffee, tea, or other breakfast beverage. And I'm going to give you some news of the week. Gonna have some fun with it. Wearing my special glasses that make me look smarter than everyone else. I've got my mug ready. Clinton Gore 96. Got it at a really nice yard sale down the street. Some would call this the glory days. Not my opinion, just maybe someone else's. Sorry, it's awkward. I don't know what to do with my hands. Put that down. What am I going to review today? Let's look at my special tea bin. Ashby's English Breakfast Tea, sealed for flavor and freshness. We're gonna keep it real with the English tea. I've got that in my mug. Some people like it with sugar, some people don't. Some people like it with whiskey. I may or may not be one of those people. You'll never know. I'm gonna drink it first without some sugar. It's nice. You know what it is? It's just hearty, refreshing, give you a buzz in about 5 minutes. Probably a little faster than coffee, to be honest. But I'm gonna add a little sugar. This is a little lumpy. Might need some new sugar. All right, I like sweet things for the most part. I don't even know like what the proper time, I think it's like 90 seconds to let it, you know, seep in. Let it, what's the word? Stoop, I believe is the word. Steep. Steep is the word. We're gonna let it steep for a couple of minutes. Goodness, we're gonna let it steep for a few minutes before we drink it. Here we go. This is my great grandmother's spoon. Okay. This is some excellent tea we have here. I feel like I must talk like this all the time. I'll put my pinky up when I drink it. It's fogging my glasses. So Ashbury's tea is very nice. Get that. Hold on, let me hold that up for you. It's got a fancy, fancy tea kettle that I do not own. I just put some water in my nice Keurig. But I like it. It's good. It's refreshing. It's got a nice little kick, really strong. That's what English breakfast tea is supposed to do. Kind of kick you in the buns, get you moving. So, we're going to do some news and reviews. You ready for this? News this week. Top 5 stories are: Salem, Massachusetts. Woman falls a few stories into a trash compactor trying to get a teenager's keys. I don't know what you would do for $20, but apparently her standards are pretty low. A teenager employed a 38-year-old woman with the $20 he had in his pocket, probably from his parents, to get his keys out of a dumpster. They put a sheet around her ankles. Wait, let me back up. A teenager employed a 38-year-old woman to help him get his keys. Money probably borrowed from his parents. He held her ankles as she went down the trash compactor. Wasn't far enough. So they got a sheet and wrapped it around her ankles and lowered her further. Do you know what happened? The sheet ripped and she plummeted stories into the trash compactor. Do you know what happened after that? She broke her leg because the trash compactor activated and crushed her. She's lucky she didn't die. Like I said, not worth 20 bucks, honey. Go get a job at McDonald's. You make that in a couple hours. Maybe not a couple hours. Maybe more like an 8-hour day. Anyway, she was injured, and the report says she only had a damaged leg. Not only did she leave behind the keys in the trash compactor, she left behind her dignity. The cop said she was obviously in pain as they arrived 3 hours later. I don't know about you, $20 is not worth that. I wonder if they're still friends. I wonder if they're probably, I don't think they're going out together, having fun, drinking together, anything like that. It was 6:30 in the morning, so I'm guessing either someone's an early riser or someone's a late night person. There may or may not have been alcohol involved. I'll let you make up that part of the story. Number 4 takes us to the great state of Alaska. No longer are we excited by puppies giving birth. We've moved on to bigger and better things. Enter a moose. A female moose walked into a Lowe's because her husband wasn't getting their nursery done in time, and she figured she would go in and start getting the materials because then he'd probably start. She was almost at full term and shouldn't have been traveling, so she gave birth right there in the Lowe's. Sources close to me tell me that Sarah Palin was the midwife and gave birth to a beautiful baby moose. Together, they saw Russia from their house. Way to keep adding to that resume, Miss Palin. Proud of you. In other news, our third story. In Tennessee, there was a DUI arrest this past weekend. Not your typical arrest. Police pulled over a man 35 years of age, about 6 foot nothing, 250 pounds, with a goatee and a bald head. They knew it wasn't going to be a routine arrest when they saw the bow tie that he had tied around his goatee, and he was also wearing a chastity belt, something they did not notice until they asked him to exit the vehicle. I don't know about you, but a chastity belt is something that I'll only employ to use for my teenage daughter. If I ever find a 6 foot man wearing a chastity belt, I'm running. A source close to me tells me that the cops had to flip a coin over who was going to unlock the chastity belt. He also had a female companion who had a key around her neck. Not sure what those kids were up to. Our number 2 story takes us to Africa. Albino people are said to have magical properties. They fetch thousands of dollars on the black market. They're used in ingredients for witch potions. They're said to give the user of said potions wealth and good luck. This is a problem and a crime against humanity. Top members of Harry Potter fan clubs are being put on the most wanted list. I told my mom to watch her back for anyone coming at her with Coke bottle glasses and multicolored scarves. There are many people in America and abroad who are Harry Potter fans. I'm not mentioning any names. I don't know any of them. I recently placed my mom on the most endangered species list. She has not been tanning much this summer. And our top story takes us to wild and wonderful West Virginia. Most of the people there are incredible farmers, mountain climbers, salt of the earth people. One couple decided that they needed to make a little extra money. How? They decided to sell their baby. A young baby that they took to the neighbor's house to pitch them first. Their first pitch was their neighbor. After their neighbor said, "No thanks," respectfully, they then posted a Craigslist ad for $100. What did they want to do with the $100? A good old-fashioned drug fix. They made sure to post their reasoning for the $100 on their Craigslist ad. For drug money. At least they were being honest. A child is worth more than that. If it were me, I'd at least list it for $200. I'd put good behavior, maybe a few more perks, some features that the child had on the Craigslist ad. Really just to sell it a little bit more. I don't know what you do for $20. About the only thing I would do for that low of an amount is set up an old person's Facebook profile for them. But this woman clearly had lower standards. That wraps up our first Mug Monday news and reviews. Thanks for hanging out with us and reviewing some Ashby's English breakfast tea and hearing about all the crazy stuff people are doing around the world. I'd like to take the end of this video to just have a moment of silence for all of the families and the victims of the horrible events that happened this past weekend in Florida. It's a horrible, horrible thing. It's making national news and we're sad to hear about it. So we'll take a moment of silence for all of those families and victims right now. Tune in next week to see what's in my mug and find out what other crazy headlines are in the news.